I promised you Berlin, Joseph. Did you doubt me?
If I did, I would kill you.
How better to show you my love and to give you a city for your birthday.
I could think of a few possibilities. Yeah. What?
Some things you are not cleared to see. Come, we are late for the briefing.
What is so important you interrupt a private briefing, Gradenko? Oh, you waste our time with magic shows?
This is Elba Island. Reconnaissance detected an Allied transport landing. Our agents went there, saw this, shot the videotape, and then nothing. It hadn't moved. We would have caught them. It simply disappeared.
Show me again. It's impossible. Whole units. I must know what can do this, Nadia. If it is a weapon, I must have it.
It could prove a formidable companion to our Iron Curtain project.
Iron Curtain?
You don't need to know about this, Comrade Kukov. Do we control Elba Island?
The area's resistance continues to offer the Allies support, but we have been dealing with these...
No excuses, comrades. We need that island. No, Gradenko. You stay. Send the captain to handle this.
Use our subs to keep more Allied units from landing and eliminate our enemies from the island.
Ready and wait. Affirmative.
Our base is under attack. Building.
Vehicle reported.
Construction complete. New construction options. Training. Building.
Ready and wait. Affirmative. Reporting. Affirmative. Affirmative. Ready and waiting. Well.
Reinforcements
Waiting
have
orders.
arrived.
Reporting. Agreed. Affirmative. Ready and waiting. Acknowledged. Once. Agreed. Reporting. Agreed. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Reporting. Very well. Reporting. Very well.
Reinforcements have arrived. Construction complete. New construction options. Building.
Acknowledged. Very well. Awaiting orders. Once. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Waiting order. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir.
Reinforcements have
Affirmative.
arrived.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Very well.
Unit lost.
Waiting order. Acknowledged.
Construction complete. Building.
Acknowledged. Agreed.
Low
Yes, sir.
power.
Acknowledged. Yes, sir.
Insufficient
Affirmative.
funds.
Waiting order. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Reporting. Affirmative. Reporting. Acknowledged.
Construction complete. Cancel. Building.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Very well.
Comrade, affirmative. Affirmative.
Construction complete. Building. Repairing. Repairing.
Yes, sir.
Comrade, acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
We have waited to emerge from the shadows.
Yes, sir.
Now we will make ourselves
Affirmative.
Soon we will stand.
Affirmative.
We will stand. Soon we will stand invincible.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Soon we will stand.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Construction complete. New construction options. Building. On hold.
Yes, sir.
Cancel.
Do not return.
No prisoners, no survivors.
Construction complete.
Do not
Building.
return.
Awaiting orders. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Awaiting orders. Agreed. Ready and waiting. Well. Reporting. Affirmative.
Building.
Affirmative. Very well. Vehicle reporting. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Unit lost.
Yes, sir. At once.
Unit
Yes, sir.
lost.
Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Agreed.
Construction complete. Training. Unit ready. New construction options.
Ready and waiting.
Unit ready. Building.
Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Acknowledged. Waiting.
Affirmative.
Affirmative.
Report agreed. Ready and waiting. Yes, sir. Very well. Of course.
Unit
At once.
lost.
Affirmative. Of course.
Unit lost. Training.
Report at once. Yes, sir.
Unit
At once.
ready.
Yes, sir.
Training.
Of course. Yes, sir.
Unit ready.
Affirmative. Yes, sir. Agreed. Agreed.
Waiting. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. At once. Affirmative. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Reporting. Affirmative.
Comrade, acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Reporting. Yes, sir. Reporting.
Waiting.
Acknowledged.
Acknowledged.
Reporting. At once.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Acknowledged. Of course.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Reporting. Agreed.
Waiting. Affirmative.
Building. Building.
Waiting order. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Training.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. 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 Affirmative.
Yes, sir. At once. Ready
Unit
and waiting.
ready.
Well.
Training.
Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Engineering. Affirmative.
Construction
Yes, sir.
complete. Unit
Yes, sir.
ready.
Yes, affirmative.
Yes, sir. Agreed. Of course. Yes, sir.
New
Yes,
construction
sir. Acknowledged.
options.
Awaiting orders. Very well. At once. Affirmative. Reporting. Yes, sir. Affirmative. At once.
Unit lost.
Waiting orders. At once.
Yes, sir. Comrade. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Ready and waiting. At once. Very well. Ready and waiting. Yes, sir. Waiting orders. At once. Acknowledged. At once. Affirmative. Affirmative. Of course. Reporting. Ready and waiting. Yes, sir. Very well. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Ready and waiting. Affirmative.
Building. On hold.
Yes, sir. At once.
Building.
Affirmative. Yes, sir. At once. Affirmative. Very well. Of course. At once. Of course. Affirmative. Agreed. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Insufficient
Of
funds.
course. At once. Agreed. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Very well. Yes, sir. Very well. Affirmative. Agreed. Affirmative. Very well.
Building.
Affirmative. At once. Very well. Affirmative. Of course.
Yes. Affirmative.
Waiting
Affirmative. Acknowledge.
Ready and waiting. Of course. Waiting orders. Of course.
Acknowledge. Yes, sir. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Affirmative.
Ready and waiting.
Yes, sir. Acknowledge. Yes. Affirmative.
Yes,
Affirmative. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Acknowledge.
Unit lost.
Acknowledge.
Unit lost.
Yes, sir. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Vehicle acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Acknowledge.
Acknowledge. Affirmative. Acknowledge.
Unit
Very well.
lost.
At once. Very well. Affirmative.
Comrade. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. At once.
Perfect. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Ready and waiting. Very well. At once. Affirmative. Reporting. Affirmative. Affirmative. Agreed. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Affirmative.
Insufficient funds.
Yes, sir. Agreed. Reporting. Agreed. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Reporting. Yes, sir. At once. Waiting orders. Ready and waiting. Acknowledged. At once. Yes, sir. Ready and waiting. Reporting. Yes, sir. At once.
Unit lost.
Ready and waiting.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Reporting. Affirmative. Vehicle acknowledged. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. At once. Affirmative. 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 Very well. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Reporting. At once. At once. Affirmative. At once. Vehicle report. Acknowledged.
Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Very well. Very well. Affirmative. At once. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. 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 Affirmative.
Our base
Acknowledged.
is under attack.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Yes.
Structure
Reporting.
sold.
Affirmative.
Yes, affirmative. Acknowledged.
Reporting once.
On hold. Cancel.
Yeah, okay.
Unit ready.
Affirmative.
Unit lost.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Reporting.
Structure
Yes, sir.
sold.
Acknowledged.
Insufficient
Affirmative.
funds.
Yes, sir.
Unit ready.
Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Yes, affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Yeah.
Affirmative.
Building. Structure sold.
Acknowledged.
Low
Of course. Ready and waiting. Affirmative.
Yeah, okay.
Ready and waiting.
Structure sold. Structure sold.
Yes, sir.
Report. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Agreed. Report. Acknowledged.
Structure sold.
Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Reporting. At once. Agreed. Report. Acknowledged.
Comrade. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Very well.
Construction complete.
Vehicle reporting. Affirmative. Yes, sir.
Building.
Affirmative.
Unable to comply.
Acknowledged.
Building in progress.
Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Awaiting orders. Yes, sir. Ready and waiting. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative. At once. Yes, sir. Very well. Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Comrade, acknowledged.
Reporting at once. Affirmative.
Waiting order. Acknowledged.
Reporting. Agreed. At once. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Awaiting orders. Affirmative. At once.
Repairing.
Agreed. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Low power.
Reporting. Agreed.
Unit repaired.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Yes, sir.
Silos needed.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Awaiting orders. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Waiting order.
Repairing.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Ready and waiting. At once.
Unit repaired.
Comrade, acknowledged.
Reporting. Affirmative.
Repairing.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Vehicle reporting. Acknowledged.
Unit repaired.
Yes, sir. Report acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Low power.
Waiting order.
Repairing. Unit repaired.
Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Comrade, acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Report. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Silos needed.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Comrade, affirmative.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative. Ready and waiting. Agreed. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Waiting order. Acknowledged. Waiting
Low
order. Acknowledged.
Awaiting. Acknowledged. 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 Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Comrade, acknowledged. Affirmative. Comrade, affirmative.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Yeah. Ready and waiting. Orders. Yes, sir. Of course. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Report. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Awaiting orders. At once. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Of course. Very well.
Comrade, acknowledged. Comrade, affirmative. Affirmative. Reporting. Waiting. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Of course. At once. Affirmative. Report. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Reporting. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Ready and waiting.
Yes, affirmative. Waiting. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Waiting. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Reporting. Very well. Of course. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Construction
Acknowledged.
complete.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Unit lost.
Acknowledged.
Building.
Awaiting orders.
Unit
Yes,
lost.
affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Construction complete. Unit lost. New construction
Ready and waiting.
lost.
Very well.
Building. Training.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Unit
Reporting.
ready.
Awaiting orders.
Training.
Affirmative.
Unit ready. Repairing. Construction complete.
Yes, sir.
Building.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Unit repaired.
Comrade. Affirmative.
Ready and
At
waiting.
once.
Reporting. Reporting. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Construction complete. Building.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Vehicle reporting. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Construction complete.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Waiting. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Awaiting acknowledged.
Building.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Reporting. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Repairing.
Waiting order.
Yes, sir.
Unit repaired.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Reporting.
Waiting
Comrade.
order. Affirmative.
Vehicle reporting. Ready and waiting. At once. Reporting and waiting. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Reporting. Affirmative. Affirmative. Reporting. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Unit lost. Construction complete.
Affirmative.
Unit lost. New construction options.
Comrade.
Building.
Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Waiting order. Acknowledged.
On hold. Cancel. Building.
Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Insufficient funds.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Comrade.
Unit lost.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Reporting. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Waiting
Very
orders.
well.
Yes, sir. Awaiting acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Agreed. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Awaiting orders. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Comrade.
Unit
Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Report. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Reporting. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Comrade. Acknowledged.
Unit
Yes, sir.
lost.
Acknowledged. Vehicle affirmative. Yes, sir.
Unit lost.
Yes, sir.
Comrade. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. 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 Acknowledged. Affirmative. Waiting order.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. At once.
Waiting affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Unit lost.
Very well.
Our base is under attack.
Affirmative. At once. Yes, sir. Reporting. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Waiting order. Very well.
Unit lost.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Agree. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Unit
Ready and waiting.
lost.
Course. Very well. Yes, sir.
Construction complete. Building.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Awaiting orders.
Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Comrade.
Insufficient
Affirmative.
funds.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Awaiting orders. Acknowledged. Awaiting orders. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Ready and waiting. Affirmative.
Construction complete. Building.
Comrade? Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Give him help. Give him help.
I'm afraid the effects are quite permanent.
Ready and waiting.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Yes, sir.
Construction
Acknowledged.
complete. New construction options. Building.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Building. On hold. Cancel. Building.
Yeah, okay.
Waiting order.
Construction complete. Repairing. Insufficient funds.
Waiting order. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Unit ready. Building.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Reporting. Acknowledged. Reporting.
Unit
Reporting.
ready.
Affirmative.
Building.
Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Reporting.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. 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 Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Affirmative.
Building. Naval
Acknowledged.
unit
Affirmative.
lost.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Insufficient
Awaiting
funds.
affirmative.
Yes, sir.
Repairing. Repairing. Unit ready.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Building.
Yes, sir. Vehicle acknowledged. Reporting.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
On hold.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Building.
Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Construction complete. Cannot deploy here. Building.
Vehicle report. Acknowledged.
Construction complete.
Yes, sir.
Building.
Affirmative.
Repairing.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Vehicle reporting.
Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Waiting order. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Comrade. Acknowledged.
Report agreed.
Comrade.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Awaiting affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Reporting. Yes, sir.
Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Construction
Affirmative. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Of course. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Ready and waiting.
complete. Lost.
Agreed. At once. Vehicle report. Acknowledged.
Reporting. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Building. Insufficient funds.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Waiting order.
Repairing.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Awaiting
Affirmative.
orders.
Unit
Affirmative.
ready.
Reporting. Acknowledged.
Building. Building.
Yes,
Unit
sir.
repaired.
Comrade. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Waiting order. Acknowledged. Reporting. Waiting order. Comrade. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Unit ready. Building.
Yes, sir.
Training.
Acknowledged. Waiting order. Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Training.
Waiting order. Acknowledged.
Unit ready. Training.
Awaiting orders.
Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Waiting order. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir.
Waiting order.
Unit ready. Unit
Reporting.
ready.
Reporting. Affirmative.
Training. Construction complete.
Ready and waiting. Affirmative.
Building.
Awaiting orders. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Yes, sir.
Building. Insufficient funds.
Comrade.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Unit lost.
Yes, sir. Of course. Reporting. At once.
Waiting order. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Reporting. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Construction complete. Repairing. Building.
Reporting. Acknowledged. Yes, sir.
Unit
Acknowledged.
repaired.
Affirmative.
Waiting.
complete.
Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Ready and waiting. At once.
Training.
Awaiting orders.
Unit
Yes, sir.
ready. Training.
Yes, sir.
Preparing.
At once.
Unit ready.
Affirmative.
Unit
At once.
lost.
Ready and waiting. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Training.
Engineering.
Unit ready. Training.
Yes, sir.
Insufficient
Affirmative.
funds.
Acknowledged.
Building.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Awaiting orders. Reporting. Agreed. Of course. Yes, sir. At once.
Unit ready.
Yes, sir.
Training.
Yes, sir.
Unit
Yes, sir.
ready.
Yes, sir. Very well. Yes, sir.
Unit lost.
Yes, sir. Agreed. Awaiting orders. Affirmative. Agreed. Yes, sir.
Comrade.
Awaiting orders. Very well. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Yes, sir.
Building.
Affirmative. Reporting. Ready and waiting. Well. Acknowledged. Agreed. Affirmative.
Unit lost.
Affirmative.
Unit
Affirmative.
lost.
Ready and waiting. Affirmative.
Training. Unit ready.
Yes, sir.
Training.
Acknowledged.
Unit
Very
ready.
well. Agreed.
Training. Building.
Reporting at once.
Insufficient
Reporting.
funds.
Reporting.
Unit ready.
Affirmative. Yes, sir.
Unit lost. Training.
Yes, sir. Very well.
Comrade.
Yes, sir.
Acknowledge.
Affirmative.
Acknowledge.
Affirmative.
Acknowledge. 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 Affirmative. Acknowledge. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Unit ready. Training.
Reporting.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Unit
Acknowledge.
ready.
Acknowledge. Affirmative.
Base is under attack.
Acknowledge.
Unit ready.
Acknowledge. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Yes, sir.
Awaiting orders. Acknowledge. Affirmative.
Waiting order. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Affirmative.
Building.
Acknowledge. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit lost.
Yes, sir. Comrade. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Construction
Acknowledged.
complete.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. 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 Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Vehicle reported.
Yes, affirmative. Acknowledged.
Building.
Awaiting orders.
Building.
Acknowledged. Very well. Acknowledged.
Affirmative.
Awaiting orders.
Once.
Affirmative. Awaiting orders. Acknowledged.
Comrade. Affirmative.
On hold. Cancel. Unit ready. Building.
Awaiting orders. Yes, sir. Awaiting orders.
Construction
Acknowledged.
complete. Repair. Building.
Awaiting orders. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Reporting.
Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit ready. Building.
Acknowledged.
Unit repaired.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Reporting. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Reporting. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Comrade. Acknowledged.
Repairing.
Acknowledged.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Insufficient
Acknowledged.
funds.
Waiting order. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Reporting. Affirmative.
Engineering. Yes, affirmative.
Repairing.
Affirmative.
Construction complete.
Yes, sir.
Unit
Affirmative.
ready. Building. Unit
Yes, sir.
prepared.
Acknowledged.
On hold.
Yes, sir.
Cancel.
Waiting order. Acknowledged.
Repairing.
Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Repairing.
Acknowledged.
Unit prepared.
Reporting. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Comrade.
Acknowledged.
Affirmative.
Awaiting
Acknowledged.
orders. Affirmative.
Unit
Affirmative.
prepared.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. 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 Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Awaiting orders. Affirmative. Affirmative. Awaiting orders,
Unit
sir.
prepared.
Reporting. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Reporting. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Yes, affirmative. Affirmative. Yes, acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Comrade. Acknowledged. Reporting. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Building.
Comrade. Acknowledged.
Reporting.
Yes, sir.
Affirmative.
Construction
Affirmative.
complete. Building.
Yes, sir. Very well. Agreed.
Construction complete.
Yes, sir.
Comrade.
Unit
Affirmative.
lost.
Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Acknowledged. Ready and waiting. Very well. At once. Yes, sir. Waiting orders.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Building.
Report affirmative.
Construction complete.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Reporting. Yes, sir.
Training. Unit ready. Training. Unit ready. Building.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Training.
Reporting. Agreed.
Unit ready.
Agreed.
Training.
Waiting order.
Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Yes, affirmative.
Training.
Acknowledged.
Construction complete.
Comrade,
Unit ready.
affirmative.
Training. Building. Building. Unit
Reporting.
lost.
Affirmative. Affirmative.
Yes, sir.
Affirmative. 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 Acknowledged.
Construction
Acknowledged.
complete.
Affirmative.
Unit
Acknowledged.
ready.
Yes, sir.
Waiting for
Waiting order. Affirmative. Acknowledged. 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 Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. 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 Yes, sir.
Construction options. Preparing. Building.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Acknowledged.
Unit prepared.
Affirmative.
Yes,
Construction complete.
Affirmative.
Awaiting orders. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Report. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Waiting order. Acknowledged. Comrade. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
New construction options.
Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Vehicle report. Acknowledged.
Training. Primary building.
Awaiting
selected.
orders.
Comrade.
Unit
Affirmative.
prepared. Unit ready.
Awaiting orders.
Training.
Yes, sir.
Unit
At
ready.
once. Awaiting
Training.
orders. Yes, sir.
Unit
Affirmative.
ready.
Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Reporting. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Yes, affirmative.
Preparing. New
Yes,
construction
sir.
options.
Ready and wait. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative. At once. Affirmative.
Training.
Reporting. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Comrade. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Affirmative.
Training. Unit ready.
Affirmative.
Start rate.
Acknowledged. At once.
Training.
Affirmative.
Unit ready. New construction options. Our base is under
Yes,
attack.
affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Reporting. Affirmative. Comrade.
Report. Affirmative.
Cannot deploy here. Building.
Vehicle acknowledged.
Construction complete. Training. Unit ready. Training. New construction options.
Comrade. Acknowledged.
Primary building selected.
Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Engineering.
Reporting. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Repairing. Repairing.
Yes, sir. Comrade. Affirmative. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. 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 Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Comrade, acknowledged.
Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Training. Unit
Affirmative.
ready. Training.
Waiting order.
Unit ready.
Acknowledged.
Yes, sir.
Training.
Acknowledged.
Unit
Affirmative.
ready. Training.
Waiting
Yes, sir.
orders. Very well. Affirmative.
Yes, sir.
Unit
Acknowledged.
ready.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Training.
Acknowledged.
Insufficient
Acknowledged.
funds.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Medic reporting. Moving out. Medic reporting. Moving out. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Ready and waiting. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Waiting orders. Yes, sir. Very well. Affirmative. Ready and waiting. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir.
Unit lost.
Yes, waiting order.
Unit ready.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Yes, sir.
Training.
Reporting. Waiting order. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Awaiting orders. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Medic report out. Yes, sir. At once. Very well. Yes, sir. Medic report out. Acknowledged. Very well. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Moving out. Reporting. Reporting. Yes, sir. Agreed. Yes, sir. Medic report out. Affirmative. Waiting orders. Very well. Yes, sir. Very well. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Affirmative. Yes, sir. Yes, comrade. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Agreed. Yes, sir. Agreed.
Preparing.
At once. Comrade. Vehicle reported.
Preparing.
Acknowledged. Awaiting orders. Very well. Yes, sir. Moving out. Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Unit prepared. Building. Preparing.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Construction complete. Building. Construction complete. Unit prepared. Unit
Comrade
prepared.
acknowledged. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Reporting. Affirmative.
Repairing. Repairing.
Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Comrade acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit
Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Agreed. Very well. Yes, sir. Of course. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit lost.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. 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 Yes, sir. Waiting. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Vehicle acknowledged.
Unit lost.
Affirmative. Yes, sir. Waiting. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Awaiting orders. Reporting. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Vehicle reporting. Acknowledged. Vehicle report, yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Repairing. Building. Construction complete. Building.
Awaiting orders.
Construction complete. Building.
Awaiting
Unit
orders. Ready and waiting. Affirmative. Very well.
Preparing. Construction complete. Building.
Acknowledged. Reporting. Very well. Agreed. Very well. At once.
Construction complete.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Unit prepared. Building.
Report. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Construction complete. Building.
Yes, sir. Agreed. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Construction complete.
Acknowledged.
Prepared.
Acknowledged. Yes, sir. At once. Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Building. Unit ready. Building. Insufficient
Affirmative.
funds.
Yes, sir. Vehicle reporting. Comrade, acknowledged. Reporting. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Awaiting orders.
Unit ready. Building. Repairing. Insufficient funds.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Reporting. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. 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 Affirmative. Reporting. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit ready. Building.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Waiting order. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Affirmative. Waiting order. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Preparing.
Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Yes, affirmative.
Building. Insufficient
Acknowledged.
funds.
Affirmative.
Repairing. Unit ready.
Yes, sir.
Building.
Acknowledged.
Insufficient
Acknowledged.
funds.
Acknowledged. 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 Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Prepare.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
ready.
Affirmative. Waiting order. Comrade. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Unit repaired.
Affirmative.
Yes, sir.
Prepare.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Waiting order. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit repaired.
Comrade. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Comrade.
Repairing.
Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Awaiting
Affirmative.
orders.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Building. Unit repaired.
Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Construction complete. Primary building selected. Building.
Reporting. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Awaiting orders. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Comrade.
Unit
Affirmative.
ready. Building.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Naval
Acknowledged.
unit lost. Insufficient
Yes, sir.
funds. Naval unit lost.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Awaiting orders. Acknowledged.
Unit
Vehicle
ready.
reporting. Affirmative.
Building.
Reporting. Affirmative. Comrade. Affirmative. Yes, sir.
Report acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Waiting. Affirmative.
Building.
Acknowledged.
Vehicle reporting. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Vehicle reporting. Affirmative. Vehicle report. Affirmative. Awaiting orders. Acknowledged.
Unit
Affirmative.
ready.
Yes, sir.
Building.
Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Waiting order. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Naval unit lost.
Acknowledged. 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 Acknowledged.
Unit ready. Building.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Reporting. Acknowledged.
Reporting. Acknowledged. Affirmative. 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 Reporting. Acknowledged.
Insufficient funds.
Yes, sir.
Building. On hold.
Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Cancel.
Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Affirmative.
Building.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Waiting order. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Vehicle reporting. Acknowledged.
Comrade. Waiting order. Acknowledged. Waiting order. Affirmative. Waiting order. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Repairing.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Unit repaired. Building.
Report affirmative. Affirmative.
Primary building selected.
Vehicle report. Affirmative.
Unit
Yes,
ready.
sir.
Building.
Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Awaiting orders. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Naval unit. Mission accomplished.